Yes guys, how's it going? Welcome back to a new video. Something a little bit different today. We are talking about transfers, but I have a guest on the channel. This is James. How are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. I'm very good. I'm more happy I've seen you now. It's like we've reunited.
Yeah.
We've known each other a couple of years anyway, so...
Come all the way out to Gran Canaria just to do a video with this guy.
It's a long journey, to be fair, like a very expensive one as well. Like.
Yeah, no, but it's been good fun. We are going to talk about transfers, as I say. Before we do get started, I will say go and subscribe to One Football. Don't subscribe to me for this video. The plug is for him. Get down in the description. Great channel. Same content as me. He is an Arsenal fan, but he talks about all types of football. And today, we are going to talk a little bit about Lucas Paquetá. It's a player that both of our teams have been interested in. Both of our teams are still linked with at this point. Just over a week and a half left of the window now.
Yeah, is it that? It's only a week and a half. Oh my god!
It's good.
I feel sorry for Man United fans now.
I know. But yeah, let's start off with your window. How have you found things? Obviously, Jesus has come in, Zinchenko's come in, and a few others. Are you feeling happy so far?
Being an Arsenal fan, I feel like this is a very good time to be an Arsenal fan right now because we've had so much drought through past windows before, and now we've seen proper signings that I'm actually happy to see, and that are going to link up with the rest of the team very well. Like you say with Lucas Paquetá, he is like a Brazilian, so I can see where Edu's coming from with that because you've got Martinelli there, you've got Jesus there, you've got that Marquinhos that's just been signed as well. So he's going for a bit of a Brazilian vibe, you know. I'm going to start like whipping out a coconut bra and start doing some salsa dancing soon. But yeah, no, it's very good to see these signings coming in, and that now that you can see the owners and Edu are backing Arteta's plan.
Yeah.
You know, and he just signed a free year deal as well at the end of last season.
Right.
So they had faith in him. I know a lot of Arsenal fans didn't have faith in the whole where it was going, the process, or what they called it. And you know, we were a bit short of Champions League last season, which it hurt me so well. Because of your lot as well. I mean, that was the one game I think we needed to win, and God.
The all or nothing. I think that's the only thing the Newcastle fans want to watch is that bit. To be honest, they even like pre-released like a little bit of him shouting in the changing rooms after. So I'll have to get that on.
The problem is, right, you see him doing it, right, and he's losing his voice as well. So he must have shouted them a lot. But it was the Tottenham game, it was your game, it was Brighton, Crystal Palace. Them games, man, we should have been winning. Yeah. But I mean, you know. It's looking positive. We've had a good start to the season. I mean, considering last season we lost our first 3 games on the trot, so it's starting to be a bit more, positive vibe around the area and the team. But this Lucas Paquetá, I mean, I don't know if we need him though. I really don't know.
Well, this is it. So he's obviously a very talented player. The Newcastle fans know a lot about him at this point. As I say, he's linked with Newcastle, Arsenal. He's also been linked with Manchester City as well. A lot of that was on the idea that Bernardo Silva might go, and he was potentially going to be a replacement. From what I can tell, Bernardo Silva's staying at Man City, thank God. So they're not in the race for him anymore. No. It appears that Newcastle...
Do you not rate him though?
No, I'm saying thank God that he's staying
at
Man City.
Yeah, of course.
If he wasn't, then maybe they would be in for Paquetá as well.
Yeah.
I mean, West Ham are being linked. I think that the fact is he's a very talented player.
Yeah.
As I say, over 30 caps for Brazil. And he can create and he can score.
See, I didn't know that. I didn't know he had them 30 caps for Brazil. So that's maybe put his in my faith, maybe, but
Well, I do agree with you though, and this is something that is been spoken about by the Newcastle fans a lot as well. Is it that position that we are trying to strengthen? A lot of the links, and as I say, I was literally looking this morning, and there is still a lot out there for Newcastle and Arsenal, as I say, which is why I thought it would be a good conversation to have.
Yeah, of course.
But it's funny because not many of the links are the bids are here, the bids are there. A lot of it is still monitoring, still deciding.
Yeah.
And I think potentially for us is that we have key positions we want to fill, but it's still an option we could go for.
Yeah.
And as you said there, you guys have got a lot of players in that position.
Yeah. So because even though he signed that Zinchenko, he can actually work as a midfielder anyway, which gives more free space to Xhaka and Thomas Partey because he can move forward a bit more. I mean, it doesn't really. Everyone makes this big joke about Zinchenko because he goes to the team and you're a left back. Oh, he's like, I want to play midfield. Do you know what I mean? Like, because he is a midfield out player. Like, do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I would like to see Arsenal do a bit more business. I don't think the business is over because we've made. I mean, that's Saliba. So Saliba went to Lyon, right? Was it no Marseille? Sorry. Yeah, he went to Marseille, right? And he was on loan for like 3 seasons, I think, 2 or 3 seasons. And I think everyone was thinking that's the end of him,
right?
Because you see players that keep going out on loan, and eventually they just don't come back, and then they get like signed for the team they've been on loan for. But he's come back, and it feels like a new signing.
Yeah.
Because he's like that. He's that 6 foot guy that we've been looking for at the back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and he's very strong. I mean, he got he scored an own goal against.
Wasn't lucky with that one.
Yeah, against Leicester, but you know where he was trying to do. He was trying to head it out. Yeah. He was just unlucky. Like, but you can see he's bullying players, and that's what I want. I want to see them like defenders, like because we've struggled so many seasons without defenders.
Yeah.
And we were like the bit of the banter joke club of the big 6, that everyone goes, it's Arsenal.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they've been rubbish for the we'll steam through them as we've seen last season against Newcastle. But now I'm getting a bit more positive about it.
Well, that's the thing. So as I say, the other midfielder that you guys are linked with, and I would say potentially would suit you guys for what you need better is Tielemans, isn't it?
Tielemans, yeah. So he's another one now though. Do we need him?
Yeah.
I mean, is he just going to be a bench warmer? I love the whole fact, that we're building a big squad because you have to have these big squads to compete with your Man Cities that have got 2 starting 11s.
Yeah.
And it's actually benefited Man City now that you can sub 5 on. Yeah. I mean, Pep must be rubbing his hands together and going, I've got a full bench here full of star players, you know what I mean? And now I can sub 5 on. Brilliant.
Yeah. Well, you're right, and that's the thing. I think. Well, I don't want to speak for your team, but the way I see your interest in Paquetá is kind of more on the side of just to add more to a squad. As I say, Martinelli, Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Saka. You've got a lot of those kind of creative attacking forward players. I think Paquetá would certainly help add to that, but isn't necessarily where you are. And then, as I say, for us, I think the big thing has been strikers and wide men. John Joe Shelby picked up an injury that has definitely pushed that kind of midfield incentive, but generally Newcastle don't really play with a number 10. Paquetá can play deeper, he can play out to the right. I think what he would do for Newcastle, which is why I think, I'm certainly interested in him, I know a lot of Newcastle fans are, is that he will create and that he will help add goals.
Yeah.
We are looking at João Pedro from Watford at the time of recording because things change so quickly.
Yeah.
He's actually been left out of today's Watford squad with an ankle pain, which I think is potentially them leaving him out so that because of the no goal.
It's just you getting your hopes up on
maybe,
this though.
Yeah,
literally, he's probably just got an injury, mate.
Yeah, you're probably right, but well, who knows? But as I say, striker, wide player. But yeah, as I say, the Paquetá one would be great, and as I say, it is the romantic side of it because Bruno, who we took from Lyon, is his best mate. It will be great to see, and it will be like a marquee signing because, as I mentioned, there's a whole ton of players interested. Sven Botman was a huge one, the centre back we brought in at the start of the window. That has really solidified that defence. I think the new owners, I still think they will want to go out and just.
Was you linked up with Lingard before he went to Forest?
We were linked with him. Well, I don't know.
That's just a money thing.
Yeah,
that's why
I was going to say
there.
I don't know how much is actually true on that because I've heard that he will. The rumor was that he wanted 150 grand. Yeah. So we said no. Yeah. That was the rumor, but then they're saying that he's actually not on that.
Forest
much.
have been splashing as well. By the way, I think they're the highest. they're the biggest team that have paid the most money in this window.
Yeah,
so I don't get me wrong. I love to see teams come up like that. Do you know what I mean? Like Forest and that. You got Leeds and that.
You've got to do it now. I think the way the league works, if you don't go out and spend, you're just looking at straight back to relegation,
Yeah,
aren't
that's
you?
it,
So
yeah,
you don't have much of an option. You've just got to kind of get on with it and hope that it works out.
But then, do you think as well, like, you're looking at like Newcastle, right? They haven't spent a lot though, considering that you've got like the biggest.
Yeah, and I think there is some frustration from the Newcastle fans to a degree, but you've got to think we've spent 150 million in 2022.
Yeah,
you know,
okay,
if so this summer window we've started off a little bit quiet with Target.
So like going at that though, I say like 150 million is probably nothing right now. Do you know what I mean? You see teams like spending like 200 to 250 million. I get they're like financial fair play kind of thing.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it?
But some teams get away with it. Do you know what I mean? They do. Like.
I mean, the one thing I'll say is when I was stood outside of St James's Park when that takeover went through, if they put up a big banner or a big screen and went, "We will spend 150 million before the end of 2022," we would have all cheered and been excited. So I understand that and I think we will still go out and spend. I still do see us bringing in at least another one, possibly two more players before the end of the window. So I don't think we're done. But to sit here and say, well, we should be spending more, like
I remember commenting on one of your videos that you did, the signing predictions.
All right.
You had like your Haalands there. You had like
don't be daft. There's no way. That wouldn't be me. I've been far too sensible.
Haaland was up there. I think he was up there. Like how many people voted? Like how many?
Oh right. Well, it would have been my video. Oh, did you tag me in it? Did you?
No, you were doing it. It was the you done like a prediction thing of like. Who's going to come to Newcastle? Like, who's going to be the first signing or something like that?
Wasn't me, James. God's wrong. I would have never predicted that. I might have used a thumbnail with a picture of him on it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have,
I'm going to call him out on this. I'm going to find that video.
No way. But yeah, mate, it's been great to have you on. As I say, loads going on in the transfer market. Hope to see Newcastle do something soon. And do you think Arsenal will do something before the end of the window as well?
100%.
Yeah.
2 more signings.
More.
I don't think it's going to be what we've seen.
Yeah.
But I do think they'll make 2 more signings.
A busy final week and a half.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Arsenal is like it's Arsenal.
Yeah.
They do stuff like this. Like come to the last minute. I mean, what do? They sign Tomiyasu and Ramsdale. It was all last minute things.
Yeah.
They turned out to be good players. To be fair, like,
Very true.
You know. But yeah, thanks for having me on, mate.
Good man.
100%. Like predictions.
Well, yeah, Man City tomorrow. We haven't really talked about that, probably for a good reason. I've gone 2-1 to Manchester City. I hope I'm wrong.
I'm gonna go 1-1.
1-1. I'll take that now if I go off.
I'll take that. Sorry, I'll take that. I'll take that now. Newcastle, you better turn up.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go for our game. I'm gonna go 4-1 Arsenal against Bournemouth.
Yeah, I think you should get a few in that one, shouldn't you?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, good man. As I say, if you haven't subscribed to my channel or James's yet, be sure to do so. Drop a like. Videos every day at the moment, so do not miss out. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.